or maybe like 5.
Don't
And
tell me
like,
what to do with my life.
we're sitting there comparing Bang to Rain. Rain Bang.
Rain is superior.
Like Rain Man, Rain Bang.
No, like Roman.
Roman Rain Bang, like porn. Bang. Right? Oh, like DDP. Duh, I should have tied that in. It's a wrestling podcast.
You're not an old school fan. You love flips.
No, I like diamond cutters. And
You mean RKO's?
You what? What? What did you just say to me? What did you just say to me right now? Jesus Christ.
I knew that would trigger you so bad. Dude, you're the trigger emoji now.
A triggered emoji. There's a triggered emoji?
No, you know that meme or whatever?
Oh,
the trigger meme, that's what it is. You know the one that we always share in CMT.
Oh yeah.
I took a screenshot.
I appreciate you for this so much.
Wait, what did you do, Nate?
Look in ZMT real quick.
Oh jeez. People wonder what the hell ZMT is.
We're gonna post. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows. We'll post it. I'm gonna post it on the BSB group chat, right? Or not BSB group chat. We don't have a fucking BSB group chat. That's ZMT. I'm gonna post it on the BSB Twitter so everybody knows what the fuck we're talking about.
All right, we're posting live, guys.
Live and living text.
Live and living text. Hashtag live. But yeah, it's a funny picture. You guys will see if you go to the BSB show at Twitter. But while you're doing that, let me let you guys in on something, because you are listening to the Backstage Boys podcast, episode number 45. This is Trent along with my co-host
Basil, and it's 46.
This is 45.
I thought it's 46.
Isn't it always 45?
No, it's 7.
Oh shit, it's 46. Yeah, episode number 46.
This 46. How am I doing your gimmick better than you?
Well, you know what? We didn't pin 45 to the top of the
Well, whose fault is that?
This is a co-production, man.
Who posted the tweet? Who posted the tweet?
All right, well, not the tweet. I'm talking on SoundCloud, but along with Basil on episode number 46.
Wow, and you took that gimmick too from me?
You already said it. I'm trying to get to Nate here. Let me get to Nate.
I love Nate. Hey guys, Ref Nate's on the podcast. Fuck you, Trent.
Just took his fucking.
Hey everybody.
Nate, have a minute. Just tell people about you for a second, since Basil stole your thunder just now.
So I'm a dude. I'm a referee. Trent, I'll be at your apartment.
Did you just assume your own gender?
Yeah, I did.
Age, sex, location.
Yeah. Trent, I'll be at your place at 8 a.m. on Sunday.
That's
cool. I enjoy mashed potatoes.
Is that your favorite food, mashed potatoes?
It might be. That or peanut butter.
Really? I learned something about Nate today. Basil, what's your favorite food?
Well,
say some organic shit, man. Do not say some organic shit to me right now. I don't need to hear that.
Well, why would I even say, like, what? You have seen me eat many meals.
All right, what are you gonna say? What's your favorite?
I was actually gonna say peanut butter. I'm really disappointed. That's why I was like, damn it, yeah. I don't want to say the same thing, but like, I'm not gonna even lie. Like,
hey man, let's all give love to that nut butter.
That nut butter.
There was like this girl that I was seeing, and for Valentine's Day, I brought her 5 jars of peanut butter, and she was very happy.
You bought her 5 jars of peanut butter?
I also bought her other stuff, but like that was like part of like the joke part of the gift. And she was actually really happy. And then she went out for a run one time when I was staying at her dorm. Like, this is years ago. This is all college shit. And she comes back into the room after running like 10 miles or whatever, because she used to be a marathon runner, and sees me on the bed watching Power Rangers and eating peanut butter out of a jar. And she looked at me, was shocked, and all she simply said is, she goes, "You couldn't have waited for me." So,
what were you, 12? When did this happen?
I was a ripe 20 years. I think I was 21 at that time.
I have a college peanut butter story too.
Let's hear this.
Let's hear it.
So I was with my girlfriend at the time in my dorm, and my roommate comes barging in, and he's trying to pledge to a fraternity. And so he came in like a couple of different times with all these like weird requests, and he was starting to piss me off. And then he came in another time, and he was like, he asked my girlfriend, he was like, "Hey, Chris, I need you to, I need an imprint of your nipple in this jar of peanut butter." I was like, Kevin, get the fuck out.
Wait, here's the question: was she gonna do it?
No, not at all.
Like, did he have to watch? Is that what made you uncomfortable?
I was like, we're trying to watch Boy Meets World. Please leave.
That's a nice seductive move there, Nate. When you had a girl in your dorm room bed, and nothing like Corey Matthews pining for Topanga to get everybody all hot and bothered.
That's how we started.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. But anyway, guys, we're here for episode number 46. Mind the error in the beginning there. Hard to keep track. Basil, we're coming up on 52, which would be a year's worth in over years.
It's like taking us like 18 months to get to this.
That's true. I mean, podcast 1 year was in July.
You guys were on podcast 1?
No. Podcast number 1. Yeah, we're on podcast 1. Let's go with that. Who's going to check?
Is podcast 1 still even a thing?
I don't think it is, actually. Maybe.
Because nobody's on podcast 1. Is
No.
Stone Cold still on podcast 1?
Well, I went to Westwood 1, I think, after that.
Jericho went to Westwood.
No idea. Nate, you're the information guy.
No, it's called a Google search on your phone, you lazy shit.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Don't worry about that. Anyway, guys,
I'm looking it up right now.
we're here. It's kind of a quiet week, but we're doing something this Sunday. We
Stone
are all
Cold is still on podcast 1, just FYI.
All right, good to know. Good to know. Guys, not a whole lot. I mean, AEW-wise, we had the tournament. It's been a little quiet since. We got Defining Moment coming up on the 28th. Some matches being rolled out. We'll do a little preview next week maybe for that one. But otherwise, pretty quiet week. All's quiet on the front here, guys. But we are going to Glory Pro on Sunday together. We're all rolling down to Glory Pro Wrestling. Nate, you're the information guy again. Tell us a little bit about Glory Pro. What do you know? Are you refereeing the show? What do we get?
Oh, geez. Put me on the spot.
Highlights? Well, highlights.
We're just driving 4.5 hours to get Cracker Barrel that has a little bit more hospitality.
Nothing wrong with that.
We are getting Cracker Barrel. I'm going to raid I like buying things at the store. Cracker Barrel.
Do you really?
I'm a big Cracker Barrel country. I love. I'm gonna need an extra like 12 minutes in the store, guys. Just letting you know.
12 minutes. So that's like what, 76 minutes in Trent time?
No, 12 minutes is 12 minutes. Not that. I mean, I'm not buying like the furniture, even though I wouldn't mind a rocking chair from the Cracker Barrel one day.
I want a Cracker Barrel rocking chair so bad.
Is that because the Young Bucks have them?
Do they have them? I thought they just sit on them.
Oh, I'm sure they have them in their own homes. You can tell me they don't, and I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah.
I'd like to get one. I mean, I've loved Cracker Barrel for many years. It's still my go-to birthday breakfast spot. I like to at least go every birthday. But I find it weird when somebody doesn't like Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
How could you not? You know what I'm saying?
Who doesn't like Cracker Barrel?
Some people don't. Some people think it's just crap. What are you talking about? It's delicious. And where else are you gonna get?
I don't want those type of people in my life.
Where else are you gonna get that value though? That value. I mean, come on. For $8, you get like a 5-course meal. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Amazing. I can't wait to eat it now. I am psyched. I am psyched for Sunday. Wait, which Cracker Barrel are we going to?
There's one that I know in St. Louis that I always go to.
All right, fair enough. All right, now back to the show. Nate, what do we know about the show? What's going on in Glory Pro? Do we have a preview up? Anybody have a preview up? I've never been to Glory Pro. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, do you want me to run through the matches?
Run through them, yeah. Just we don't have to analyze them. Just blaze through the matches. Let's see what we got.
So we have Alley Cat versus Sierra. We have Brubaker and Chris Castro, which is an interesting tag team. Uh,
Nick. I haven't seen him in a while. It's my boy
yeah.
Nick. I like Brew.
Versus No New Friends, Mike Outlaw and Danny Adams for the United Glory Championship.
Okay.
That's their tag titles.
AJ Gray versus Josh Bishop.
That's
Tommy
a good one.
Vendetta. Tommy Vendetta versus Ethan Price, who I want to say we had him on that one Texas show, but I could be wrong.
Oh my God. I'm looking at the poster of the show. Continue.
Stephen Wolf versus Steve Manders.
That's a second round match for the new, that's like their new mid card title. What's it called?
Yeah. Sorry, Midwest Territory Championship tournament match.
That's what it is.
Here's a huge match: Jake Something versus D'Lo Brown.
Crazy. They're using the D'Lo Brown photo from like 20 years ago.
Everyone uses that photo from 20 years ago.
It's so ridiculous. He looks so thick in this picture.
And then this is a match that I'm actually really looking forward to: Airwolf versus Jake Lander.
Yes, that's going to be a fantastic match because I love Jake Lander, and for someone of his size, he doesn't go the easy route with just doing the cruiserweight thing.
Yeah.
He's actually been putting on a good amount of size, and he has a pretty good look to him too. So, and Airwolf is just fantastic.
This Ethan Price photo they're using is terrible. Did you see
it's not great.
What is that? Basil, did you not take an Ethan Price photo? Like, what the hell?
Who is Ethan Price?
That's clearly not one of your pictures.
No, I've never taken a picture of Ethan Price.
Nate, did we have him in Texas?
I'm trying to look that up right now.
I know this guy. This guy's from Texas. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we had him at AAW Austin.
Where'd you find the whole match? But where had all the
on their website, gloryprowrestling.com. You know what's gonna be?
I'm on their Facebook.
There's also Jody Fletch versus Myron Reed. I just saw that.
Hey, I'm getting there.
I just saw that.
Let Nate get to it. God damn it.
I got excited.
So at Lucha City Limits in February, we had Cody Lane versus Danny Adams versus Ethan Price versus Justin Taylor versus Michael Wolf versus Zachary Taylor.
I knew I recognized Ethan Price. I knew I recognized this kid.
And he has, I'm looking at his full thing, and he has worked for Glory Pro one other time, so I think it's him.
This picture is terrible. Like,
it's awful.
It is god awful. I mean, like, they had nothing else he could have sent them. This is terrible.
What is that on Facebook?
On their website. Basil, help this kid out. Jesus.
Well, I'm going there. The good thing when I go to Glory Pro is I don't do ringside. So
didn't you take this kid's picture in Texas? I could have sworn you did.
Let me see. Hold on.
You're gonna have to do it now.
You said it was on their website?
Yeah.
Here, I'll send it to you. Hang on.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. But Nate, keep going. Keep going on this match. This card.
You're sending it to him? Okay. So, yeah. So, like Basil said, we also have Myron Reed going one-on-one with Jody Fleisch, which I think is a match that we were going to promote. I don't remember what show it was, but then he couldn't make it. Fleisch couldn't make it because of a family emergency or something like that. Does anybody have any recollection of this?
No, don't recall. No idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
Go on.
And then these have to be two big co-main event matches.
Oh God, that's a horrible photo.
There you go. The Besties in the World versus the Rock and Roll Express.
Oh my God. Another picture.
Which is just bananas.
That's a super recent picture of the Rock and Roll Express, FYI. I think that was taken about 3 or 4 months ago.
No doubt. No doubt.
If you went back 30 years.
And then
that's 1986.
What I have to imagine is the main event for the Crown of Glory Championship. Eddie Kingston defending against Kurt Stallion and Paco.
Wow.
Well,
Paco's day.
Well, Paco and Eddie have had a feud in Glory Pro, and Eddie just beat Kurt at the last show for the Glory Pro Championship.
That Glory
Yeah, it
Pro
was funny.
title looks like the Ring of Honor 2010-ish title.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking
Giant
about?
crown?
Yeah.
That was the Kevin Steen era title.
No, more the Davey Richards one. More so Nate the Shield, not the crown, but like that shield on the front plate.
Gotcha.
That Ring of Honor had that shaped. They had this kind of like almost kind of like old, this kind of shielded looking shape belt series for a bit, which were pretty cool. I actually like those belts a lot. They didn't have them too long though.
I miss the tag titles from that era.
They were good
The
belts,
tag
man.
titles those tag titles were probably the best looking tag titles of this era. Like I don't see anybody else's tag titles looking as good as that ROH title.
All right. So Nate, continue on here. So we can wrap that up. Any background on these matches that you know of?
So I will say that I watched their most recent show, and I haven't had a whole lot of time. I've skipped around and watched like a handful of parts of a handful of their past events, just to sort of like get a good feel of it. And it seems to me like they have a lot of guys that they use regularly, but then they also like I feel like a lot of the people that are on this card coming up this weekend weren't on their last one. Like looking at it, I feel like Jake Something and Stephen Wolf, and obviously Danny Adams and Mike Outlaw sort of jump out to me as like some of the only guys that were, and the besties that were on their last show. And then so it looks like they have they'll rotate out quite often, which is pretty cool. It sort of freshens things up. But I will admit that I am not familiar with any sort of like long running storylines that they may have. So I'm very excited, just because I haven't seen a lot from them, and so I want to.
Yeah, Basil, you got a little more background. You want to tell a little bit about Glory Pro? What's going on here? Just give us a little. I've never seen a single Glory Pro show, so give me a little bit. What do you know?
So Glory Pros obviously ran out of St. Louis, Missouri. Ran by Danny Adams and KLD.
Okay.
I mean, it's like a 3-year-old promotion, 3.5 years, I think.
No,
Yeah.
Before you go on, this was originally founded by Michael Elgin. Am I remembering this correctly? Okay, this was originally his.
This was originally his.
Okay.
And so I mean they do a good mix of like nationally known talent, but they do a lot of homegrown stuff as well. A lot of local. So it's a good mix between the two.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's where, in my opinion, like Jake got to shine. Jake was their second champion, I believe, because Myron was the first.
Wow.
Yeah, Myron was their first champion back in the day. So, they put on some good shows. I mean, the Lucha Brothers have been through there a few times. Joey Ryan, Cody Rhodes has been through there. There's been a good amount of people who've gone through Glory Pro.
Okay. And it's only 3 years old, this company?
3.5, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool. What do they stream? Nate, where do you watch them on? What are they streamed on?
They're on the Independent Wrestling TV.
IWTV. Cool. All right. Good to know. Maybe I'll try to catch a match or so before we head down, or maybe I'll just go in raw. Go in surprised. What do they run out of? Is it the same venue? What do they do?
So they have a couple of different venues that they run. This one is going to be in Alton, Illinois. They also run out of Collinsville, and they will occasionally run, because I don't know if you know this, Missouri is real weird with their uh, licenses and everything.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of companies that don't actually run out of Missouri, even though they may like be based there. But Glory Pro does run out of
Collinsville.
no. Well, Collinsville is Illinois. I was just looking at it the other day. They have an event scheduled for October. That is in one moment. Let me find it.
They, I remember Ring of Honor. They would always run Collinsville, never St. Louis. But I'm assuming it's just like over the border.
Yeah, it's right over the border, and it's because of all the stupid Missouri laws.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. So are we? Is it literally like just a hop skip from St. Louis?
Pretty much, like a half hour.
Oh, so their October show is actually in St. Louis. It's at the Gardenville Masonic Temple.
We should go see the Arch, man.
Yeah, I've been up in it.
Yeah, me too.
I flew a drone through it.
You flew a drone through the Arch?
Yep.
I went up in it, and here's a great story for you guys, wrestling related. I went to the Arch the week after I went to SummerSlam '94, and I was wearing a Bret Hart T-shirt, and there was this guy, like the real redneck dude operating the Arch and the pods, like Nate, those pods you get into.
Yeah, I love it.
This dude who's like operating the pods, and he sees my shirt, and he's like, hey man, let me ask you a question. You like WCW or WWF?
I remember this combo.
I was like, WWF. He's like, yeah, I like WCW, man. That shit's real. You know, that shit's real. I was like, okay. But I just never forget let me ask you a question. It's like it's tattooed in my brain.
I was at Jewel Osco the other day. By the way, they have wings at the hot bar that are applewood smoked, and I am in love.
Yeah, are you eating them right now?
I wish.
What brought that? What was?
I've had those before. They're pretty good.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I would like to get some of those.
We don't even talk about wrestling anymore.
I just logged into Twitter and I was like, holy shit, somebody else posted that picture of Drake with an afro, and then I was like, oh wait, it was you. But so I was at Jewel and I was going through the line, and then I was wearing a Wrestling Revolver t-shirt, and the guy who was bagging the groceries was like, hey man, I like wrestling too. And I wasn't in a mood to like deal with anybody at that moment. So I was like, yeah, cool. And I walked away. But I was like, this dude probably has no idea what the fuck wrestling is.
Hey, I'm surprised that you weren't excited at the possibility that he was a Wrestling Revolver fan. He was at that level where he was like, hey man, did you go to Valair too? And you've been like, I fucking worked Valair, bitch. Now bag me shit.
Me and Frank Sinatra worked Valair. That's what I'm saying. I doubt he was a Wrestling Revolver fan. So,
but just the possibility that he was, I thought that would have excited you.
By the way,
Revolver.
I'm tweeting at the BSB show a picture of me at the Arch.
Just really? When was this?
Last year.
Last year?
Yeah, I went for work.
Okay. Yeah, I took photos of. I was in front of it in 2015, so I was there not that long ago. But no, it actually been in it. I have not been in it for like 25 years. They still do rides up in it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you said last year. Duh. Yeah, I'd like to check it out again. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna be close to the Arch. Can we like go to it and just say what's up? Take a photo, selfie.
Maybe that's up to Basil with the car.
Basil with the car. Team car. Well, let's map it. I mean, we're the power of the internet here. Where's the show is this one in Alton or Collinsville? What are we talking here?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I said Alton, but I'm wrong. It's Collinsville at the Columbus Plaza Banquet and Meeting Center.
The Columbus. That's a mouthful. That's a mouthful. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's maps this out. Maps.google. And it's the I'll just do Collinsville to the Arch. Fair enough. I mean, Basil, what's our over under? Like, if it's under 20 minutes, is that a yay?
To go before the show?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's under 20, sure.
Let's see. And we're
It's
going all the way
just
down there, man.
it's just the metal
I know
it's
what
just
it
the metal
is.
arch. You haven't
It's
seen it before?
I have.
Oh,
I've been up in it. I've been up.
what's
I
well,
figure
what's the big deal?
because we're all going together.
I like how Nate is deep throat in the arch in this picture.
There you go.
Deep,
You found it.
deep throating the. It's 24 minutes, guys. It's right across the river, the
That
Mississippi.
mean that means the city museum isn't far away.
Can we
I'm
go to
not
City
going to the
Museum?
museum.
What the hell, man?
Whoa.
Jeez, Basil, culture yourself a little bit.
Wrestling. Wrestling.
Guys, who the hell is Chris Van Vliet? I have no idea who this man is.
He's
Oh my God,
He's
Nate,
actually a very good interviewer.
Nate, that's an awesome picture of you and the
Isn't
arm.
it? I
That's
took it
amazing.
myself.
Did you? That's amazing.
Took like 48 tries.
That's awesome.
Retweet that shit.
I will actually. That's awesome. All right, so yeah, we're going to the arch. To the arch we go, boys. 24 minutes. Come on, Basil. The fuck?
It all depends on when you actually are able to make it to my place.
Nate, I'll see you at 7:45.
I said 8.
That extra 15 minutes, man. That's the buffer.
That
We'll
extra
see what
15 minutes can
That's
help.
arch time.
It's right next to the City Museum too. Lafayette Square. Maybe we can go see the Chase Hotel, where all these St. Louis wrestling used to take place.
Oh yeah, I saw that thing.
Yeah. You read the book?
No.
Wrestling at the Chase by Larry Matizik. Great book. You should read it.
No, my
Heard of
dad
it?
sent me in a newspaper article about wrestling at the Chase though.
So cool. The book is phenomenal. I even have all the 12-set DVD collection right at the Chase.
Can I borrow
Awesome. Yeah. Feel
that? Okay,
free.
sweet.
It's very good. It's very, very good. All right, boys. All right, so did you get to the main event? You did, right?
I did, yeah.
Did you mention the Rock and Roll Express taking on the besties in the world?
I did. You were paying attention.
It's amazing. I am psyched. I mean, I got to see the Rock and Rolls at Black Label. When was that, guys? Like 2 years ago? A year ago?
June or July.
Last
Yeah,
year.
it was just last year.
You guys saw me, right? I was in total Mark mode. I mean, Nicole even looked over at me and was like, "My God, you were transported back to 1986."
Yeah, you and Brian had front row seats, didn't you?
Yeah, but he wasn't sitting with us. Me and Nicole were sitting together.
Gotcha.
Brian was like across, but yeah, dude, I got to meet him afterwards. Photos. I even caught Ricky's bandana. I mean, come on, man. He even signed it for me. It's in my sock drawer right now.
I know that Ricky has a tattoo of the WWE logo with Hall of Fame in bold letters written underneath it on his leg, right?
What a G. What a G.
Are you serious?
100% serious.
I gotta see this.
Yeah.
What? Wait, what?
Amazing.
Why did he need to get that
Because
tattooed?
he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but he's got a ring to show that. Why does he need to get it tattooed?
Because you can't lose a tattoo, you can lose a ring. You can't pawn a tattoo. We said that at the same time.
That's funny. Oh my God, there it is. That's his only tattoo, and it's in a company he didn't have more than maybe 10 matches in.
Yep.
That's incredible. But he's a Hall of Famer for that.
Called skills.
Wait, is there a picture of that on the internet?
It's on his Instagram. There's a couple photos you can see it on his. Ricky's that dude, man. That like old guy. Like he wears like future legend shit. He wears like torn ripped jeans, and, like affliction shirts. Like he's like when if your dad tries wearing that shit, you're like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Oh, you guys remember Affliction shirts?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had
I know you do. It's a huge impact. Like 14 Affliction shirts.
I have one of them. I
used to have a few Affliction shirts. The only ones I would buy, there was a store, I forgot what it was called, in Woodfield, and the only Affliction shirts I would buy is the special edition GSP one after he would win, so he would get like a variant opposed to his like normal ones, and you could only get it at that store. So those are the ones that I used to buy. I used to own tap out gear too because of
Oh God.
I had a Dan Hendo one that was pretty dope, but I had like 2 or 3 of those shirts.
Dan Hendo? Who the hell's Dan
Dan
Hendo?
Henderson.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dan
He's
Hendo.
he's good friends with Basil, so
No, Hendo is his everyone would call him Hendo.
Is it buddy of yours, pal? I'm not your buddy, pal.
I'm not your pal guy.
Guys, this. Okay, so for anybody still listening, this is literally what our conversations are like when there's not a microphone going.
Oh, we're recording this?
Yeah, this is all being recorded. This is all being recorded, man. This is a lot.
We've been recording for 31 minutes.
Doing what? We just went through like one card and talked nothing else about production.
There's freelance tomorrow. Or no. Well, tomorrow when this airs.
Freelances, yeah. I don't even know what's happening. Are you working that?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Jeez.
Yeah, I would
Nate,
assume so.
Are you working that, Nate?
No, I've got a wedding.
How many weddings do you have lately?
I work a lot of weddings.
Oh, I thought you were attending a wedding.
He's a worker, man.
That.
He's a worker.
I gotta get paid.
But you always used to say, I'm going to work, and now you say I'm attending weddings, and it threw me off.
And we're sitting here thinking you have like several friends who just are constantly getting married.
You just hear what you want to hear.
You fucking coward. My thing that I've latched onto is Nate calling people cowards. for small things. It's like, oh, I ordered boneless chicken wings instead of real chicken wings. Oh, you fuck! Like, why don't you sack up?
I would call myself a coward. I accidentally ordered boneless chicken wings the other day on DoorDash. I was really upset about it.
That's what I'm referring to.
Did you return it?
No, I was too hungry.
Yeah, fucking coward.
Yeah, dude. And then I regretted that decision immediately because I get dry rubs. Dry rubs and breading do not mix. It was like. Remember how Captain Crunch used to cut up your throat when you were a kid? That's what this was, but it never got soggy. It was just constant razor blades in your mouth. Things are bullshit.
What the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about?
Entire pod.
Oh my god. I want Captain Crunch now. See, I'm on intermittent fasting, guys. I can't eat one. I have Cookie Crisp sitting in my kitchen right now, and I can't have it. It's killing me. But 10 pounds down. That's what you get for
working out after your intermittent fasting was over.
I should what?
That's what you get for working out so late.
I know, but I'm doing good. I lost 10 pounds on intermittent fasting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's pretty awesome. I like it a lot, actually. It's been really good to me.
Good job. Proud of you.
So far. 40 more to go, guys. The goal is 50. The road to 50. That's the goal. Hey, I got a performance coming up in a month for Impact Wrestling. A month from tomorrow. I got to
drop 30 pounds in the next 30 days.
I'm gonna try like hell, man. I'm gonna try like hell to drop as much more as I can. But we got a big show. I mean, Access TV might be there for God's sakes. Who knows?
It's true.
Possibilities are endless. I gotta look good. So for anybody who doesn't know, they even tweeted it out again today, but my band HEMI is performing at All Glory the night before Bound for Glory at 115 Bourbon Street, doing a special set, little metal. Wonder where they're gonna have us set up, guys. I mean, if they do, I'm assuming they're doing the big room in the back, the main room, the wrestling room, and they're gonna do the entrance way the same way AEW does it. Now the question is there stage seating or what? That's what we don't know.
I don't think there's going to be stage seating.
So if that's the case, then we'll probably set up our shit there and play right there. I'm trying to work on a couple of surprises for the show. Nate, you're part of one of them. I tweeted this out to you, and I'm totally serious about it. I'm totally serious about what I tweeted you about at the end of the set to do.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to bring my gear.
Yeah, I think you have to have your gear with you. I mean,
always
can't hurt
bring
to
your
have
gear.
Always have your gear, kid. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. I want to turn to Don Callis, man. Just call everybody kid, even if they're like older than me.
You should.
How you doing there, kid? What'd you call me? I'm 48. Yeah, whatever. Take it
Guys,
easy, Junior.
I'm looking at the poster for like the collage that Freelance put together for their show, and it doesn't have a date on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Just show up. When? To the
no, wait,
building.
It does. Never mind. There's a big block of text, and I missed it.
Guys,
Carry on.
Eddie Kingston is doing a somewhat of a gang symbol in his promo photo. The question is, what is he doing? It looks like the LAX LA. What is he doing in that picture?
Maybe he won the title and felt like going to LA and letting everybody know where he was going.
I mean, he's doing some kind of gang affiliated symbol. And
I think
that's
it's
not
something.
cool.
I think it's something to do with Yonkers, New York, the home of the brave.
Is that a Y? Is that a Y?
Get
It
at
could
me.
be
Get at
New
me,
York.
Father.
Get at
15 years.
It's 18, right? Yeah. 18 is. Get at me, partner.
17 years.
It's still, I thought it was 18 now.
It might be, but the quote is 17.
17 years. He's not retiring, right? Like you said this year. Too many bookings. Not gonna do it.
I think that's what he said, yeah, which is awesome because he's the best.
His promo in Rob's JLMT film was heartbreaking.
JLM, sir. JLM.
You know, Charlie from Two Wheels in the Face called me out on their podcast. He's like, Trent's gonna yell at you if you call it the JLM. And I was like,
Because
Nate would yell at you
the
first.
JLM. Because it was never referred to as JLM.
Never.
Is it just a memorial? Like, are we gonna go talk about his life for 3 hours, or are we gonna have a tournament?
By the way, can I just say I have a small gripe right now with people that have been like, and I wish I knew like a specific example, but I've seen it a couple of different times where it's like, oh man, Josh Alexander and Eddie Kingston killed it at that memorial show. And it's like, can you guys just take a step back and think about what you're saying?
Oh God, why? You know, by the way, did you guys see Dave Meltzer called it the Jim Lynam Memorial? He spelled it wrong. I call it Jim Lyman Memorial Cup. He called it.
Did he call it a cup?
He called it a cup. And I'm sitting there. Keith, of course, loves Dave Meltzer, and I'm like, this is the great journalist. This is the great journalist who he was at the fucking show and he got the name wrong.
He watched them get a trophy, not a cup.
Not a cup, but he called it the Jim Lyman Memorial Cup. I was like, oh, that's great.
He's a New Japan mark, and all of their tournaments are cups. So,
bro, like
the great Meltzer.
Meltzer's opinions, at least, like, regardless of whatever he reported, people used to take his match ratings pretty serious. And then it's all gone to shit in the last, like, I would say 3 years. Ever since the Okada Omega stuff started.
He's still got some weird following that people who, like, bank. But a lot of the boys, like, are marks for him, which is weird to me.
Well, like, because he has such a following.
It's so weird that he has a following. Like, he's never even been in the fucking business. Like, guy's never done it. I mean, he's working for AEW now. We know that. But, like, aside from that, the guy's never done shit.
He works for AEW?
Come on. He's totally in bed with AEW.
Do they pay him
money? In
bed
and in working are two different things.
He's working for him.
Provide him service?
You think they're paying him?
I guarantee they're paying him.
Well, because, like, I know that in, like, because the thing with him was he was just a guy that had connections, and, like, he wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for guys like Jim Ross and Jericho that were, like, I wouldn't say moles, but, like, they were feeding him information. And now both Jericho and JR, two of his biggest sources, work in AEW. So,
put it this way, boys. He's getting a check in some form or fashion from Tony Khan Incorporated. Keep in mind, Tony Khan used to write for the Torch. Also, there's a dirt sheet connection to
AEW.
He really? Yeah, that was the thing. Tony was a big wrestling nerd, man. He used to write for the Torch. Yeah, that's his connection to all this in a way. That he was a torch writer. And then, so he knew, he worked for Keller and all that, but like he's been a dirt sheet guy. That's a big reason he's big on welcoming them in, having them be a part of it. Like he's like, I bet Meltzer's a consultant in some fashion to the company. Like,
guys, I gotta say, I'm watching NXT right now, and I love it when Drake Wirtz jumps over people to make a count. It's the best.
Eli Drake?
No.
Oh my god.
Who's Drake? Oh, Drake Wirtz used to be a wrestler. He's a referee now?
Yeah.
God
He's been
damn
a
it.
Jesus.
I don't care about WWE, man.
I know
I
you
know, but like at
But
least
Basil,
have a pulse.
jeez, I don't care. The company can burn for all I care. I don't give a shit. And I wouldn't even know if it burned. Put it that way. That's how disconnected I am. Oh, they done? I didn't know that. Oh shit.
Yeah.
They out of business. Oh shit. Where are they? I don't watch them. I never. Dude, Drake Younger is a referee.
Yes, he's the best referee.
He's one of the best referees right now.
It's fucking incredible.
Drake Younger is a referee now. When did he become a referee?
Like 5 years ago.
5 years, yeah.
Man,
Dude,
crazy.
you have missed out on the Mania Tans, man.
The Mania Tans? Is that what you just
Oh
said to me?
man, he goes heavy on the Tanner.
What?
It's been like epic on like how dark he takes his tans.
Well, what a dick, Drake Younger. He used to follow me when he was fucking Drake Younger. He
What do
doesn't
you
follow
mean?
me anymore. Drake Wirtz. He used to follow me.
on
Twitter.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
He's fantastic, is the point of that story.
Wow, what happened to that guy? It's crazy. He's the referee
Dude,
now.
That means
He's
he
in-
went back onto your profile to click on follow.
Or he made a new
Feel
profile.
honored,
Probably just created a new Twitter account.
I imagine it's a new Twitter account.
most likely.
A WWE related Twitter account. Damn. That's crazy. Who else is a referee now that I don't know about? What happened to that Bobby Roode guy?
You mean
No.
Robert?
Is he around still?
He's a Robert now.
He's a Robert now?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think he just tagged on the latest pay-per-view with Dolph Ziggler
Oh,
He
Ziggler.
did. There are the Raw
It's
Tag Team
Rollins.
Champions.
against Rollins and Braun Strowman.
I heard Rudy Charles is a WWE referee.
Yep,
That's
he
right.
has been for a while.
Rudy Charles, man. The first TNA senior official.
He goes by his real name of Dan Englund.
What is it? Dan Englund?
Yeah, and I still call him Quackenbush referee.
Because he looks like Quack. He does.
Mini Quack.
Man, Quack. Isn't
Still
Shakara
nobody
coming by?
nobody will ever beat Little Nate.
Lil Nate's is cool.
Still there.
Lil
No, I
Nate-
know. I think Little Nate is my favorite ref.
Is he senior referee, Lil Nate?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Oh,
well, actually, yes. There's a couple of Kyoto's a senior referee, and fuck, I was just looking at this the other day too.
Little Nate is the senior ref for SmackDown.
Wait, Kyoto's still there?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Kyoto's still there.
Wow, that guy's been there forever.
And I think Kyoto's a senior ref for Raw.
Mike Kyoto, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, he's old school. Mike fucking Kyoto. Guy's been there a long time. He's been refereeing since like 89.
Crazy.
Yeah. He actually, I think, also he started also taking pictures.
Was he really? He was a photographer too. Basil, look, there's hope for you, man.
I don't want to do any of that stuff.
Come on.
I'm surprised Mike Kyoto's arm hasn't fallen off at this point.
You know how Kyoto got
It
how
should
Kyoto
literally
got
be
started?
held together by like twine and like duct tape.
You know how Kyoto got started? He was friends with Joey Morella, Gorilla's son. They were
Huh.
like neighbors or something.
Okay, yeah. So there's 2 senior referees on SmackDown and 2 on Raw. Kyoto and Robinson are on SmackDown, and Chad Patton and John Cone are the senior referees for Raw.
John Cone, that's a good ref as well.
He is good.
John Cone. Never
And
heard of
he's got a good personality.
Never heard of him. Well, nobody's as good as Nate Speckman. That's the bottom line because
Get out.
referee said so.
Get
at me.
out of here.
Book this motherfucker now. Book him now, guys. You want a fishing counts? You want actual refereeing? Book him now. You want some jerk who doesn't know how to enforce rules? Don't book him. Get at me.
Sorry, I'm just reading about Mike Chioda, who's 10 billion times better than me.
So they're putting this fucker over.
Okay,
He's reading about Mike Chioda.
We're 45 minutes in, guys. Let's
All right,
just
guys,
let's wrap this up.
We're gonna wrap. We talked about nothing. All right, we'll recap Glory Pro. We'll talk AEW. We'll have purpose in our lives next week.
Well,
what a fucking joke. What a joke. All right, guys, let's go ahead. We want to thank the folks for hanging out with us. Let's get some plugs. Upcoming events. Let's get that in. All right, Nate, where can people find you and book you?
At Ref Nate Speckman.
On what?
On Twitter and Instagram.
Twitter and Instagram. Ref Nate Speckman. He's lined up, both same username. Get at him. Refs.
Yep, I finally streamlined it.
Yeah, it's very nice. Basil, where can they find you?
Somewhere. Twitter, something like that.
Oh, you don't care? You're just a big shot now? People just know you at this point?
No, it's Twitter and Instagram at BZ. That's a B, 2 E's, 4 Z's, and a Y.
Very nice.
And
Website?
all my photos are at basilmahmood.com. That's BASILMAHMUD.com. And where could they find you, Trent?
You guys can find me at Vanilla Joke, Instagram and Twitter. Connect with me there. Or HEMI Music, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. As I mentioned, we'll be performing live October 19th at 115 Bourbon Street for Impact's All Glory show. So get familiar with the music. Make plans to attend. If you're going to Bound for Glory, if you're in town, come out to All Glory the night before, and I'll melt your face. I'll melt your face off with some heavy riffs. What do you guys say? Basil, you'll be there taking photos.
Melt the face.
Melt the face. All right, well, that's going to do it, guys. Guys, don't forget to follow this show at the BSB Show on Facebook and Twitter. And, Basil, we've had a pretty quiet week. The Instagram, is that ready yet?
I've been working a lot, so maybe next week.
Next week for the Instagram, guys. Don't forget also you can catch this show wherever podcasts are found. Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and YouTube. Just look up the Backstage Boys podcast. It comes right up. Rate, review, subscribe. Get on there. Get at us. Let us know what you think. Feedback is welcome. Let us know what you want us to do. Less episodes like this, more episodes like the review, which did really well in the numbers, everybody. So thank you very much. They love the line-em reviews, Basil. They really do like those. People like hearing the review shows in general, but the line-em review always does good for us. So thanks to all the folks who tuned in on that one. We appreciate it. Guys, we are going to go to Glory Pro on Sunday. We'll be back out of there. We'll report back on that trip, and we'll talk about what the hell, what AEW Pros, Defining Moment. Shit, blanked for a second.
Wow.
Defining Moment coming up on the 28th from Logansport. We'll talk about all that next week, guys. But until then, we will bid you farewell. And anybody have anything else to say? Basil? Nate? Anything? No?
No.
Then just say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.